Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am here today with a Scentsy haul. So, this is, I guess you could say, my first official haul from the autumn-winter 2023 catalogue. I have shown you consultant kits and the little bit of the licensed collection, like the, if we just move the camera over a little bit, the snitch ball from the Harry Potter, because I did partake in when the catalogue released, grabbing him and Dobby that's sitting on the shelf, although Dobby's not part of our catalogue. He was part of the limited time only release and is now discontinued. But if you love Harry Potter, the Snitch, the Castle Warmer and Hedwig behind me, as you can see, Hedwig Buddy, not Hedwig Warmer. So Castle, Hedwig Buddy and the Snitch are all part of this new autumn winter catalogue. So as I said, I did do a small, I guess you could say, Harry Potter haul at the beginning when the catalogue first released, but I haven't as such done an actual haul from the rest of the products. This isn't a big haul, it's quite a small haul. I did close off a party and I did offer the hostess kit to someone. So this is what I have left of my product credit and my half price items after gifting the hostess kit. So let's delve into it, shall we? First thing I did was I grabbed a 3-pack of pods. So everything you're about to see here I paid using product credit, so I got for free, or I used half price rewards. So I believe I used my half price rewards for the pods, and that's why I chose to get a bundle and save 3-pack over a bundle and save 6-pack. So Scentsy, in a lot of our products, in our wax bars, our pods, our scent packs, our room sprays, you can even get warmer and bar bundles, will offer bundle and save options. The 2 bundle and save options they tend to offer in a lot of products are a bundle and save 3-pack or a bundle and save 6-pack. If you're bundle and saving 3, you're saving $1. If you're bundle and saving 6, you're buying 5, getting 1 free. As I said, using hostess rewards and half price credits, I got a bundle and save 3-pack for half price anyway. So what I did was I picked up 2 scents I have tried before and 1 new to me scent in pods. I have tried this scent in wax before. So let's talk about the first scent, Lemon Drizzle Cake. So this was originally part of our Easter collection last year. So not the Easter collection we've just had, the Easter collection prior to that. And I was hanging out for them to literally put this in a flash sale or the clearance section after the Easter collection finished, because I did really enjoy it. The wax did end up going into my club, and well, they never did that throughout the year because they obviously had plans to release it into the new catalogue, which was why it never made its way. So I picked up a few pods when it was available in the Easter collection and kind of wished I had more, which is why I was hanging out for it to come out in that flash sale. So I'm probably one of the minority that is pleased that this scent has made its way to the club, because to the catalogue, not the club, to the catalogue because this is a scent that I did enjoy. So lemon drizzle cake is described as lilac sugar and vanilla icing drizzle, add sweetness to lemon butter cake. So you get, it's a very sweet lemon cake with that lilac sugar, and I think that's what a lot of people aren't liking. They're not liking the floral edge that they're getting on the lilac sugar. So I enjoy a bit of sweetness, and I'm finding this is a very enjoyable summer bakery. What I'm likely to do when this catalogue ends, I'm likely to do what I do with Polar Bear Hugs, is pick up a bunch of the pods and pop this back into my club. I very nearly did decide to take actually the bar out of my club, thinking I could replicate a lemon cake with birthday wishes and a lemon scent, because I will say with this scent it's not long lasting. So that's the only, I guess, negative for me personally, is I would like this to be a little bit more long lasting, and when you get the tartness of a lemon and a cake, it's really good. So I can live with the lilac sugar icing. Do I think that they could do a better lemon cake? Quite possibly. But I will still enjoy this particular scent while it's available. The next, hang on just a moment, my son has brought me his card of fix. There we go. So the next scent we're going to talk about is Pink Sugarberry Mint. It wouldn't be a video without me without some noise from my kids or without any interruption from my kids. But the next pod we're going to talk about is Pink Sugarberry Mint. This is another one they put into our bakery section every autumn winter, and to me it's another one that's more spring summer for me. So, but we get it in our autumn winter catalogue, and it's another one in pods I will stock up on over the season, knowing it's going to be not available in our spring summer catalogue, and quite possibly could retire at some stage and not come back. While I enjoy both these scents, I kind of see them short-lived in a catalogue because they were originally sent of the months or a limited time only. So unless they become really popular in our catalogue, and being bakery, we never get much bakery in our catalogue. So you got to enjoy them while they're there for the season, and make sure you either club your bakery or you stock up on your pods when they get ready to retire them. But Pink Sugarberry Mint for me is one that I enjoy popping in the air purifier in the bedroom. For me, with pods, they complement my wax. So for those of you who do not know what pods are, they're essentially little scented beads for our fan diffuser system. So they're for our air purifiers, our wall fan diffusers, our mini fan diffusers, and our Scentsy Goes. I have a air purifier in my lounge room, in my bedroom. I have a wall fan diffuser in the laundry. I have a wall fan diffuser in the bathroom, a wall fan diffuser in my daughter's room. We have a mini fan diffuser in the car, and I originally did have a wall fan diffuser in the lounge room as well. So this is basically if you're not into the wax and want a waxless option, this is kind of a waxless home fragrance option. As I said, this is a scent I love in my bedroom. It's a very perfumey, fairy floss, cotton candy, sweet scent. It is absolutely beautiful. I'll pop this in my bedroom when I'm warming Pink Sugarberry Mint wax, but I will also use this when I'm warming other perfumey type scents like Sugar, Pink Haze, Shut Eye, to name just a few. Pink Berry Fluff from our Easter collection. This would go really well with this. As I said, my pods are my complementary scents to my wax. because I do find these are for smaller spaces. They're not for your bigger spaces. They're not going to fill a room. Saying that though, I've popped some pods in my daughter's one in her room, and it's just something about her room, right? I don't know what it is about her room. I can get the lightest smelling wax to perform really well in her room and fill her room. I can get pods to fill her room up. So there's something about her room that is really good for home fragrance. So the next one we're going to talk about is coconuts for coconuts. As I said, this is new in pods. We've had it in wax, but we haven't had it in pods. And I love it in wax. To me, the wax, I get a lot of the tiare flower in, and I didn't read you the description of pink sugarberry mint. So pink sugarberry mint, just backtracking a bit. Pink sugarberry mint was plump raspberry, is delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. You don't get peppermint in pink sugarberry mint. There might be a little bit of a cooling aspect about it, but I get a very sugary cotton candy, slightly perfumey. So moving on to coconuts for coconuts. In the wax, as I said, I get a lot of the tiare flower, which reminds me a little bit of lush gardenia, but a more tropical version of lush gardenia, a bit more suntanny, a bit more coconutty. In the pods, I'm getting more of the banana and more of the coconut, and this is coming across a lot more suntanny lotion to me than the wax does, because I definitely do smell more of that tiare flower in the wax. So coconuts for coconuts is an ocean breeze weaves along a coastline lush with wild coconut and tiare flower. This is still really good, and this smells quite strong. So I feel like this is going to be a good performer in open concept areas, because I feel like as far as pod goes, this is going to be one of the stronger pods. So that's the 3-pack of pods I got. Then I grabbed, now this is from Mother's Day collection. So if you have watched previous videos, you would have seen my first sniffs of the bars from the Mother's Day collection, and you would have known that my favourite bar out of those two was blue coconut and beach. So I did have to go back and grab myself a blue coconut beach fragrance flower. For those of you who do not know what a fragrance flower is, this is a fragrance flower. It is essentially a reed diffuser. Your oil goes in here and it soaks up the oil into the petals. The design on the blue coconut beach is slightly different. We do have 2 different designs in our fragrance flower. This is the Dahlia Darling fragrance flower, and the design for the blue coconut beach is more of an open flower. I will insert a picture up above here, and it is the Buttercup Bell fragrance flower. So I did pick up one of them, and because I'm running low on my body washes, I had to pick up a Jammy Time body wash. This has been in our catalogue for a long time. It's freesia, lavender and sweet pea. It's just this beautiful combination of sweet lavender and floral scent. Lavender's floral anyway, but it's a mix of the sweet florals and the herbal florals, shall we say. And then I picked up the only new oil that they brought to the catalogue this season. They really cut back on our oils this catalogue and brought out oils for our diffusers, I guess you could say, to the bare minimum. And the oils that they chose to keep in our catalogue are more the traditional herbal oils, like your mint, your lavender, your eucalyptus. So they're kind of bringing the diffusing experience to your more traditional type of oils rather than your mixed fruity, bakery type oils, they're really cut back. So this new oil, I feel like they've done to complement a lot of scents out there that they are bringing out. And it is coconut and sea salt. Scentsy have been bringing it with their coconut scents lately. We've got your blue coconut beach, you've got coconuts for coconuts, you've got coconut and lemongrass, you've got quite a few coconut scents. So you've got coastal sunset, you've got mountain sunset. So I feel like they're playing a lot with the tropical floral fresh, and they decided to bring an oil that would complement, in my opinion, a lot of those scents. So let's have a first smell of this oil, shall we? Because as I said, there was no use me getting the transition oil kit like I normally do and running through that with you, because when they only bring one new oil to the catalogue, it works out cheaper for me just to get it using party rewards rather than get a transition kit of oils that I've already got and just that one oil. If they had more oils coming out, I would have got the transition kit, because there would have been more oils that I didn't have, if that makes sense. So let's find the diffuser section in the catalogue here. And diffusers and oils. So it's part of our comforting oil range, and it is described as raw coconut and vanilla bean sprinkled with a pinch of sea salt. Out of all the oils, to me, this is one of the lighter oils. It's quite light compared to other oils. Now with our oils, sometimes you'll smell them and you will think they're quite strong. But you've got to remember, you're putting them in with water in our diffusers, so it does dilute them down, but this smells quite light to me. It's almost like I'm just smelling coconut water straight out of a coconut. So you've got that fresh, sweet coconut water. As I said, I feel like this is just going to be in the background, very soft, very light, scented oil that's going to work well with a lot of all the other tropical scents that Scentsy have been bringing to their bars lately. It is quite nice. I feel like I'll enjoy this in the bedroom. I will have to diffuse it to see whether it was one I would want to get more of if it discontinued. I don't get a very heavy, and that's what worried me. When they say sea salt, I'm worried I'm going to get something very salty, sea air, which I don't like because it's too sharp in my face, the salty sea air. But I'm definitely getting more of that sweet, fresh coconut water type scent when I am smelling this. So the last thing I got was a warmer, and I feel like out of all the warmers of the autumn winter catalogue, or if you're in other regions you're going into a spring summer, this has been the most popular warmer to grab. I saw this at at Scentsy Family God Tour, fell in love, but I wasn't quite sold on buying it just yet. And then I saw influx of reviews and people showing it off and starting to show it off with the coloured globes. The coloured globes for this warmer is what sold me. And it is a beautiful, beautiful warmer. As I said, I feel like it's going to be, and has been, on what I have seen, one of the more popular warmers from the catalogue season. And that is the Flower Garden warmer. So I actually thought it was a ceramic, but it's not. It's a glass warmer with a wrap. So of course when we open it, you get your warning instructions and your directions. So we have our dish, which is a frosted white dish. So here's your frosted white dish, and it has the number 4, if I can turn it around the right way. It has the number 4 on the back. So if you're wondering what the number on the back of our dishes are, that Orville, our CEO, says that is the amount of cubes to pop into your warmer to get optimal scent throw. If you're like me and have more than one warmer, you probably don't need to put 4 cubes in to get your optimal scent throw, because you're using more than one warmer in an area, so 2 will do you good. But we do recommend you don't put more than that amount of cubes in there, because you are likely to have an accident and make a big mess. So this is a 25 globe warmer, and I need more warmers, like I need a hole in my head, but I keep buying them, and I'm now at the stage where I switch my warmers out so I can enjoy them all. So I've had this beach theme going in my laundry for quite a while now, so I'm thinking of changing it up to something a little bit more florally, and I'm thinking this is what's going to go in my laundry area. So this is the flower garden warmer. So as you can see, it's almost like they've etched onto the wrap, or drawn onto it, or scratched on to the wrap, the gorgeous flowers. And we are now starting to get what I love with our new warmers. We are now starting to get toggle switches with our warmers. So this is exciting. So let's play, shall we? So I'm going to show you what it looks like with the, because I have remembered to bring my extension cord. With the globe it comes with, so it comes with your clear globe. So when you pop your dish on, this is what the full look's going to look like. I absolutely love this already. So take my charger off the iPad so we can use the extension cord to light her up. So, and this is what she's going to look like lit up. Those flowers really do shine through. So that's what she looks like lit up. I'm just going to make some room here. So I do have some coloured globes to play with. I will say I am missing my orange globe. So I use, and I'm about to miss a couple of other globes if I throw them and smash them. So I've got the blue globe, I've got the green globe, I've got the red, and I've got the purple globe to play with this warmer here with you today. As I said, I am missing the orange globe. I used up all my orange globes at Halloween and haven't got around to replacing them yet. That's naughty of me. I do like to keep globes of all different colours on hand but I just haven't got around to replacing my orange globe from Halloween. So my orange globes, I found, surprisingly have been, for me personally, if I'm going to reach for another colour globe as opposed to the clear globe, the ones I reach for the most. So Halloween, I use them in my Jack's Obsession warmer, I use them in my pumpkin warmer all year round. I like it looking a little bit more realistic pumpkin-y, and it still shows that beautiful speckledy thing. All year round I use an orange globe in the Winnie the Pooh warmer. I find with the orange globes, the other thing is, if your clear globe is a little bit too bright, the orange globe tends to be the perfect colour that doesn't affect the look of the warmer. It still looks very similar to a clear globe, but it tones down the brightness. So then which is why I use that in the Pooh Bear warmer in my kids' room. So it tones down the brightness so it isn't overly bright, but still makes that honey pot warmer still look like the honey pot warmer. So I usually have the orange globe in my haunted house. So as you can see, I'm a fan of the orange globes most of the year round. So this is cooled down enough now that we can start to play with some coloured globes. So let's do green first, shall we, since that's the first on my little pile here. So this is what she's going to look like with a green globe. So you've got your warmer off, and if we turn her on, this is what she looks like with the green globe. That is really, really pretty. And as you can see, the etching on these flowers is really perfect to show those coloured globes off. So I will say that they do get a very hot quickly, so we do need to wait for a little bit before we can fiddle with the next colour globe. Hang on just a moment, I need to see what this little thing is asking me for. I won't be a moment. Okay, so I am back with our gorgeous warmer after attending to the baby, and I'm about to light this beautiful warmer up with a blue globe. So, oh, that's pretty. I'm thinking I like the blue better than I like the green. It's a little bit softer. The green would be really good for something like Halloween, where you've got that spooky glow. But look how pretty that blue is. You can still see that almost grey finish, but then you've got this soft blue. So if you've got like a blue themed, coastal grey themed going, I think the blue would look really, really pretty. So let's this cool down while we get the next colour. So we're next going to try red. So it's a little bit too hot to take her out yet, so while we get the red maybe bulb out, give her a chance to cool down and try our next colour. This, to me, I feel, this warmer, now a lot of our warmers look fantastic with coloured globes, but I feel this warmer really, really shows what our coloured globes can do. Sometimes you'll put a coloured globe in some of the other warmers and some of the colours work really well, other times they don't. I feel like that scratched flower is really designed to show off our coloured globes, if that makes sense. Take the ball out now. Now we're going to see what this gorgeous warmer looks like with a red globe. shade on. Okay, so red. So I feel like the red and orange are going to be very similar. So this is the red globe. Even though I don't have an orange globe, I feel like for this particular warmer, it's not going to look like the clear warmer, as I said, or the clear globe, as I said it does with the Winnie the Pooh warmer, and just soften it. I feel like the orange glow is going to take on a very similar hue to what as I said, I don't have the orange globe to show you, but I feel like the red and orange are going to very, very similar. You're going to get that deep red almost, making the flowers look poppy or tulip-like. So the last colour I've got to show you is the purple. And normally I find with the purple, it acts a little bit like a black light in a lot of cases, and you can't really see much for the purple glow, particularly in our ceramic warmers. But I feel like you might be able to see a little bit with the purple globe in this particular case with this warmer. So let's put the purple globe in and see what it looks like. So here's the warmer again, and yeah, so you can actually see there's a purple globe in this one, whereas a lot of the ceramic warmers, you think, oh, it's going to look beautiful with purple, and then you're disappointed because it acts more like a blue globe. But look at that, you can see the purple flowers. Now purple is my absolute favourite colour. You can't see much coming out of the lid, but you can definitely see a purple flower. So that kind of even sitting back, because it does give that black-like effect, as I said, in a lot of warmers. Doesn't even really look like there's a light on. It just looks like this beautiful vase with purple flowers on it. But that's the purple that's on the warmer. So what were my favourite colours? So I love purple. So I think the purple and blue for this particular warmer were a win for me. I feel like if you wanted to Christmassy up, or coming up to, we've got Anzac Day coming up, throw a red globe in and kind of do something along that line, that would look really good. But as you can see, this warmer was meant to have your coloured globes to play with. So well, that was my haul. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So a couple of weeks ago I did film a haul, which I have not yet actually edited and put up onto YouTube yet. And since then I've had another box come. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I still haven't put that other haul up, we're going to go through this new box, and I'm just going to attach this to the end of my other haul and put it up as one long video rather than two separate hauls. So as I said, I did get a box come in that we're going to go through and see what I got. So I will say my son's already rated the Scentsy Air. He has a thing about my 3-year-old popping the Scentsy Air, playing with the Scentsy Air. As soon as the Scentsy parcel comes in, he's digging in that box. Not for the Scentsy products, for that Scentsy Air. So let's delve in for the more fun products. So this was actually originally 2 boxes, and I had 2 things come in a separate box earlier, so I am going to show you them first. So the first thing we picked up was Tinkerbell from our Tinkerbell collection. We already do have the Faith, Trust and Pixie Dust Tinkerbell warmer. So obviously I wasn't going to get that. But I did pick up Tinkerbell for my daughter, which I'm going to put aside and give to her on her birthday, which is in July. So she comes with her scent pack, which is Tinkerbell Sweet and Sassy. And I always love the upside down designs on the box. You can see her Tinkerbell fluttering around on top of the box, and they come with these little push out handles, so they can actually carry their buddy around like in a little handle. And so this is Tinkerbell. Her wings are folded in on herself at the moment, so she needs a little bit of arranging, but how cute is our Tinkerbell buddy? So that's for my daughter for her birthday. So we're gonna look, she's got the little pompons on her glittery feet, and her scent pack goes on the bottom of her skirt, just in the back here. But I'm not going to set her up just yet because, as I said, she's going to be for my daughter for her birthday. So we're going to pack her back up in the box and pop her back away in my room. And the other thing I did pick up, which my daughter has already rated, was the Sweet and Sassy wax bar. As you can see, she's already rated it and put some in her room. So her melting regimen is a lot different to my melting regimen. So they've got in, she shares a room with her brother, and she's got on her brother's chest of drawers, there's the Faith, Trust and Tinkerbell warmer. There is the Winnie the Pooh warmer, there's the Dumbo warmer, and then she's got on her bedside table the Blue Gate warmer, and on her bookshelf, which is just used as display, she does have the Stella the Unicorn warmer. I find because it has a fully closed lid, it doesn't really let much scent escape, so that's more just a display. And then she's also got Ariel Under the Sea warmer. So she's got this very, I guess you could say, blue theme going in her room. And as I said, her warming regimen is very different to the way I warm. I will use a whole bar in her room and throw like 1 cube or 2 cubes in whatever warmers. And then, because I find her room's really good for picking up really, really light scents that you wouldn't pick up anywhere else. And if I'm throwing a bar in there, it will also funnel out into the hallway and fill up the open concept area. I also find doing that, I don't have to change her wax for a whole week. So I can basically use a bar at a time in her room, and it's going to last a full week. Whereas she'll just take 2 cubes and she'll put 1 cube in one warmer, 1 cube in another, and then she just uses the rest for like night lights. And then 2 days later, she wants a different scent, or she's changing her scent out. And because she's only using 2 cubes, as opposed when I'm changing her warmers out and doing a whole bar, I don't need to change her wax out for a week. So as you can see, she rated the Tinkerbell Sweet and Sassy bar because there's only 2 cubes missing. I am thinking of just throwing the rest of this and the rest of her warmers later today because I haven't changed the warmers today. So, do I have my phone nearby? It's in my handbag here. Hang on just a moment. So I haven't really had a chance to smell Tinkerbell Faith and Sassy, Sweet and Sassy. So let's delve into the scent notes because this is currently available along with the Faith, Trust and Pixie Dust Warmer and the Tinkerbell Buddy, which I just showed you. So this is Feisty Tangerine, Lush Kiwi Fruit and Cucumber Blossom Take Flight with a magical dash of whimsical musk and pixie dust. I don't know what pixie dust is supposed to smell like, but this is very tropical, fruity. There is a little bit of a sugary note about it. I can see why Piper enjoys it. I feel like it's a less creamy to my nose, a less creamy version of Dumbo. Dumbo has this peach creaminess, whereas this is more a play on the citrus tropical fruits. Now, I will say the 2 cubes she warmed were very light. That's why I want to warm the rest of this and see if I get a better performance warming the rest of this. As I said, I typically like to use a bar at a time, and I do find her room is really good for light scents. So my warming review still is out on this. I'm still undecided whether I want this in my summer Scentsy club. If it does go in my Scentsy club, it will be in my summer one, and I only get one every quarter. This might be one that I will just pick up a few on, because I do have to. I've got 2 full of these cubes behind me. 2 of them are just filled with bars for summer that I did not get through last summer. I'm now starting to warm my more wintry bars. So if anything, the leading bars would probably be summer bars, just so I can get through my current summer bars that I do have. So I'm not sure if it does go in my club, it won't stay long term. I might get 1 or 2 more bars for my daughter to enjoy. So the next thing, so this is from the consultant store. I ran out of my little mailer bags that I send happy mail in, so I just picked up another packet of bubble mailer bags while I was placing my order to save on shipping. And then we have, going from one collection to the next, Star Wars. So the Star Wars collection and certain products has come out, and we all know my middle son is a big Star Wars fan, and he has been collecting the buddies. So I did pick him up the Ewok buddy. He is unfortunately sold out now. There are other items in our Star Wars collection that are still available, but our Star Wars buddy sold out super fast within the first hour or so, and then they brought back a second batch which sold just as fast. So you had to be quick to have grabbed yourself Ewok when he got released. So I do feel a little bit bad showing something that's not available, but at some future date they may decide to re-release him and bring him back out of the vault. Who knows? At this stage there is no second chance pre-sale offered. As you can see, the front has got your Star Wars Ewok. You can see why. He is so soft. Look at him. How cute is he? Look at his little teeth. Oh my god, he's so cute. So this is for my son. As I said, he's been collecting all the Star Wars bodies, so this had to kind of go to his little collections. But he's so cute and soft, I kind of want to eat him for myself. But that will go to my son on his birthday, so it's probably going to be hidden away till November, because his birthday's not till November. So that's for him. And then this must have been the month of breakages. So even though they didn't all break this month, but I feel like this was the month of replacing breakages. So when Star Wars was being released, if you watched my previous video, I showed you the Darth Vader warmer, and I showed you that we had a mishap 2 years ago when we first got the Darth Vader warmer, or not long after we got the Darth Vader warmer. The boys were fighting in their room and the eldest son broke my middle son's Darth Vader helmet on his warmer. So our Darth Vader warmer has been getting around without his helmet. So 2 years it took them to, they have brought other Star Wars products out of the vault, but it took them a while to decide to bring Darth Vader back out of the vault. So of course, when they did, I had to snatch up the replacement helmet. So I can say Darth Vader is going to be complete again with the dark side of the Force. And then, so as I said, monthly replacing breakages. Last week only, our cat decided to jump up and knock my, what's the warmer thing? Knock my one of my warmers. The warmer didn't break, but the dish broke. So, and I will tell you what the warmer's called in a moment. So he knocked my Golden Sunset warmer off the shelf. So I'll put a picture of what the Golden Sunset warmer looks like here. So that's a warmer that is still available in our catalogue. So I was able to get the replacement dish that he smashed. So there's my replacement dish for the Golden Sunset warmer. And what's not in this box is Mrs. Potts. So when I first got Mrs. Potts, I had her displayed with Chip, as you can see behind me. So she was displayed on a cake stand that I got from Big W, which was Lumiere, and my husband cooking lifted the lid off a frying pan and Mrs. Potts went flying and smashed. So she's on her way to me, so she's not in the box. As I said, month for smashed replacements. The last thing in here is some bars. So as a consultant, we get early access to some bars or collections that are coming out. Next month that is coming out is the summer collection, although they've named it something else this year. So they've named it, and it's always named something else in our region, but they've given it the same name across all regions this year. And the reasons it's always named something else in our region is because we're actually going into our winter, even though this is technically a summer collection. So they've named it the Sunshine State of Mind collection. So as a consultant, we're able to pick up 2 bars each of different collections prior to they come out. I only picked up 1 because, spoiler alert, my Scentsy Club hasn't come yet, but when it does, it has my whiff box in it, and the whiff box is actually giving sneak peeks of all these bars in our whiff box too. So I didn't need to pick up 2 because I knew I was getting another set in the whiff box. which gave me my two that I like to have. So, the Sunshine State of Mind collection. Let's do first sniffs, shall we? So, these will be available for purchase to the general public on the 1st of June. But if you want early access to them, if you want consultant perks, pick up yourself a gift box this month. So, the first one, pineapple and dragon fruit. A bubbly mix of pineapple, dragon fruit, sparkling lemon, shines bright with a touch of crystallized sugar. Now, I do remember briefly smelling these at Scentsy Reunion. Sorry, not Scentsy Reunion, Scentsy World Tour. And the only thing that's going through my mind is I went there with, and was there with my star director. And I remember her smelling them and going, yuck. So that's the only thing that's kind of going through my mind. So I know they're not her cup of tea. I remember not hating them, but I also kind of remember them just being, for me, I didn't hate them, I didn't love them, there was something I would warm, I would enjoy. This is just based on first cold sniffs. For me, that was something I just kind of felt, they weren't club worthy for me, but there was something I would warm and enjoy while they were around. And that's kind of the other reason I only picked up one, because as I said, I knew I was getting a second set in the gift box. And what I like to do is I like to take a bar, make samples, which is what I'll be doing, and then the second set warm in two different areas just to see whether it's open concept worthy, whether it's something like bedroom worthy or on the lighter side. And that's then how I basically make up my mind whether it's something I'll purchase again or club. But based on what I remember, I kind of feel these are like, for me, I'll enjoy them while I have them, but I don't need to go out and purchase more. So this was a bubbly mix of pineapple, dragon fruit, sparkling lemon, shine bright with a touch of crystallized sugar. Now that I've actually got them in my hand and can do a proper smell and not a quick smell, my mind could potentially change that. So that's always a thing. So this is very zesty. I can smell that lemon, but mixed with that dragon fruit and the pineapple, it's not lime, but it's almost coming across like the zestiness that you get in the lime. So it's not as much the fruit, but as if you're grating the rind of a lemon or a lime, and you can smell that zestiness. If you love citrus scents, if you love bright, zesty scents, you're really going to like this. I feel like this is good as a summery, bright, vibrant, zesty scent, where scents like coconut lemongrass, squeeze the day, cocoa lime, they're good for like freshening up the air if you've got a nasty odour. I feel like this would do the same thing, but it's a little bit more zesty, it's a little bit more effervescent-y, bubbly. And I guess that's the sugared, crystallized sugar that's coming through, that's giving it almost that effervescent-y, bubbly, bright feel. So that was pineapple and dragon fruit. The next one is tangerine and sugarcane. So I'm kind of missing, personally, this one is melted a little bit. I'm kind of missing personally tangerine creamsicle. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't put that in my Scentsy Club. I did pick up another one in the flash sale. I like the combination of the vanilla and the tangerine, and I like mixing it with vanilla waves. And I think I remember smelling this at Scentsy World Tour and thinking, it's okay, but I like tangerine creamsicle better. And I feel like this is kind of meant to be a replacement of tangerine creamsicle here in our region, because they didn't bring tangerine creamsicle back for us. So this is sweet ruby grapefruit, juicy tangerine and sugar cane. Soak up every sunny moment. Okay, so this is not as effervescent-y or as bright as the pineapple dragon fruit. It's almost got a powdery floral end note to it. So first thing I get is that orange tangerine, but then I'm getting, as I said, almost a musky floral note on the background. Maybe that's the sugar cane giving it that, I guess, sweet note, because it doesn't say there's anything floral in here. But that's kind of what my nose is picking up with tangerine sugar cane. And then the last one is ocean air and coconut. So this one is coconut water and white driftwood join carefree ocean air for a perfect day on the shore. So I have to say I love coconut scents. I'm all about coconut in the summer, but I feel like there have been a lot of coconut scents. Last year I feel like there was a lot of cologne scents, and because I wasn't a cologne fan, I got to the end of the year and I was over the cologne. I was burnt out on the cologne because I'm not a cologne person in general, and that combination of so much cologne just kind of got me to a burnt out stage, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen with my love of coconut scents. But for me, I only like to warm coconut scents in summer, but I don't need all the coconut scents in my club either. So this is very pretty. It's a perfumey coconut. You can smell the woodsy back end note to it. I feel like if you like scents like Coastal Sunset, you will probably like this, but this is a little bit more coconutty forward, and it's got a little bit more of a salty note to it because of that ocean air. Now the good thing I will say is that it's not overly salty. I can't do salty CS scents. I feel like that driftwood and the coconut tone down that salty note. Again, not something I think I'd put in my club, but I would enjoy it while it lasts. So that's our 3 Sunshine State of Mind bars. If I were to rank them from my favourite to my least favourite, I think my favourite would be Ocean Air and Coconut Water, surprisingly, because I'm not very into ocean salty sea air scents, but I do like the coconut in there. Still not club worthy for me. My second favourite would probably be Tangerine and Sugar Cane. I still like Tangerine Creamsicle better, but I will warm this and enjoy this. And my third favourite, and this is just based on cold notes, my opinion could change on warming, is Pineapple and Dragon Fruit. It's quite citrus forward to me, and I'm not always the biggest citrus fan, but I see it having its place on a very, very hot day. So that was the haul. As I said, I'm going to attach this to the end of my other haul, and I will put a disclaimer at the beginning for those of you who do not want to be spoiled with what's in the whiff box, as a spoiler alert, because I did let the cat out of the bag of what is potentially in this month's whiff box. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.